Mostly it's for, new people. All right, and we're streaming to the other platforms. Live on TikTok. All right, good. It's good. 18 of you here. All right, so and growing. Good morning, everyone. Let me have some of my NASA coffee here with the rocket on the side. I need it. And a little. So, CPI numbers came out this morning, and then the Fed's going to react to those next week. Well, anyway, they want to have those numbers before next week. They may not react to those. So CPI came in this morning, inflation, and it was forecasted to be 6.4%. Consensus opinion was that it was going to be 6.4%, and it came in at 6.4%. So that was right on target. And then I think they adjust it in a different way. They take this or that out of it and just go with the heaviest items. And on that one, the forecast was to be 7.9%. And the consensus estimates were to be 7.9%. So they were in agreement on that. And the actual came in at 7.9%. So there's no change in inflation. And in a sense, I think that's good. That's good information. But I guess it would have been nice if we could have seen a surprise decrease in inflation. So in any event, the market initially popped on the information, but has now pulled back all the way down to session pre-market lows. And Europe went down yesterday, and Asia up direction. So we have mixed signals going on. Italy just said they had producer price index inflation of 41%. Italy is going to be hurting today. But yeah, the market is grinding down, and it's been grinding down all night. And oil dropped yesterday to about 110, and it's been grinding up for the last, overnight to about $115 a barrel. That takes us to $5.75 a gallon at the pumps in 2 weeks. So you'll probably see a spike in gas pump prices in about a week and a half. So let's see, what's today? March 10. So like in 10 days. So like around March 20. And so far, what we're seeing is that spike is over for now. Should anything change on the supply stage in the next month, maybe it'll get shocked again. But oil's been going up on inflation alone, so it was already on the way up. It's been going up all year for 2 years, and now with Ukraine-Russia situation, that only just sent it into a bit more of shock. And so now that we're releasing reserves here, and we're in talks with Venezuela to open up more supply, larger supply for the same demand means lower prices, and so that's why we got that drop 2 days ago and yesterday. And then now this slow grind up It could just be trading, or it could be a continued inflation. Inflation actually happening. It's not that. It's not oil. Oil prices are not moving around because of speculation. Um, that's the correct price for oil, the way it moved, according to supply and demand. All right, and then on other fronts, let's take a look at gold. Gold is back over 2,000 an ounce. It hit $2,010 an ounce. So that is a bit defensive, it going up in pre-market, and means that the market, it's another signal that the market may be red today. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot for some of you who are new out there. It just means that price will be lower by the end of the day than it was at the beginning of the day. Doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but we're trying to get some gauge on direction for the day. The market is already down, like I said, nearly. It's below yesterday's low. So we've already erased yesterday, and we're below yesterday's low. And interestingly enough, if you look at my chart here, it looks as if we've created a new zone of resistance at 430 on SPY, because that's exactly what we bounced off of yesterday, and that's the bottom of last week's range. So this week we're all underneath last week's range, right? So we're still going down. Market's going down. We're underneath the 200 moving average on the S&P 500. We've been underneath the 200 moving average on the Qs, on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We got a death cross, which is when the 50 moves underneath the 200 on the Qs a week ago. And the death cross on the S&P 500, it looks like it's about to happen either end of the day tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. So this continues to be further negative signals. Right now, by the way, just really quick, ASAN is pushing down pretty hard if anybody wants to short that pre-market. ASAN, ASN. Okay, continuing on. So the market's going down in response to this inflation report, and perhaps gold inching up. We're still in our solar plays. However, we have yet to see a real momentum push on those. So we may have gotten in early, but we're going to keep those on watch and keep holding until if we need to size down, we will, and we can always stop out of those, of course. But yeah, gold up. So the market, that's another indicator that the market may be going down. And value and growth both decisively down this morning. So broad across the board decline on the market means market correction, continued market correction. So that's what today looks like it's going to be. The bottom of the range right now could be 420. Could be 420. But it may go as low as 416. It might even be 15. Let me get my surgical lens on it. 416. So that could be where we're headed today, is to go retest the bottom of this range established this week, 420 to 416 region. And we're already at 422 on the S&P 500. Yeah, 420. And isn't that Elon Musk's birthday too? I mean, it's just crazy. I think, let me see. Elon Musk birthday. No, it's not. It's not. I thought it was, but I think that's pretty funny. That would be nice. Yeah, time to buy pot stocks. All right, so we're also watching Amazon. Amazon announced a 20-for-1 split. So Amazon won't be $3,000 a share. I don't know the split date yet, but I'm guessing it's in about 2 months. Amazon will be $150 a share soon with a much larger float. Well, the same float, but they divided up 20x. So we're watching ASAN for downside play, but we'll watch the 5-minute opening range and see how that goes and possibly open that up to a 10-minute opening range. And once we break the 5 or the 10, we can take direction either way. It's either going to fill the gap or it's going to continue down. CrowdStrike, same thing, 5-minute to 10-minute range, but they're on the upside, so they're way up this morning. And we'll let it trade for 5 minutes. And depending on the strength of how that 5 minutes goes, we'll take the trade then, or we'll allow it to go for another 5 minutes to get a 10-minute opening range, and then we'll either break to the upside or take a trade to the downside, putting the stop at the other side of the opening range. And those are our two strongest earnings plays this morning, ASAN and CrowdStrike, one in both directions. And we'll take direction on direction. No guessing, no rumors, just we'll trade what we see. Only trade what you see, people. All right, and on the momentum front, yesterday in after hours and going into the close, uranium stocks were very hot, and that seems to have completely cooled off, and they're all fading. This pre-market seems to be no trade there, but I have them ready. I have them all up behind my screen here, and I'm watching all of them, so we'll be able to see if any of them pop at some point or start happening midday or the end of the day again. Good morning, Mom. Mom's here. What's up, Mom? Let me answer your requests to check out a ticker. Gotta help Mom. That's mandatory. And respect your elders and respect your parents, people. Somebody said that the microphone's already robo. Wow. Yeah, that is an early one. All right, must have been because Mom came on the line. Let's switch over to the mic. All right. The voice of God mic. There we go. All right, maybe she's typing or she just wants to know what's up. So no, Mom, uranium stocks are not on continuation this morning. They're fading. Okay, Mom says talks failed with Russia and Ukraine. So maybe that will feed into the market dip as well. So many reasons why we should go down today on the market. There may be some things leading up and out into some sectors that are being rotated in, so we'll catch those when that moment happens. Hey, everybody on TikTok, how you doing? Good morning. If you'd like to come check out my trading group, just go click the link in my profile. You have to leave the live. You have to click my profile icon. Go over to my profile, and there's a link there. You can click that link to come check out my trading group where we are all at and trading live this morning. All right. And it's free to experience, so come check it out. If you take a look at ROC, ROCC, I think that was one that we called out recently. Oh, that's oil. Yeah, oil trade's pretty much over. Okay, oil trade was over 2 days ago when Biden released the oil reserves. So there's a little aftershock, there's a little appreciation going on, inflation happening, but there's no super trade going on right now in that because reserves have been released and we're in talks with Venezuela to increase supply there as well. Supply. So bigger supply, same demand, prices go down. So there's no momentum trade there anymore. Trade is over. Is Hal coming back? That's funny. She had to talk about Hal. I'm not going to be doing that bit again. We did a whole Hal bit the other day. What was it? I forget what it was about. Open the oil stocks, Hal. I'm afraid I can't do that, sir. Anyway, Hal. Hindustani aeronaut? I think I must have pulled up the wrong Hal. You must be talking about Halliburton Company. Oh, okay. I think Halliburton popped on oil. Oil trade is over. Oil trade is over. You guys got to move on. Be quick to move on. You don't want to be holding losses for even one day. So we're going to go where the market takes us, and whatever's popping next, that's what we're going to be grabbing. DVN. I thought, Mom, did you not sell DVN? And what was the other one? CVX. Yeah, CVX is still in a good spot, but you should cut half and on DVN, because that's the trade. The trade is over, and then you can buy more if it breaks a high. So don't be so afraid to get out, because you can just get right back in. But take your profits while you have them. Right, people? No, Marcus, PFE is not delisting. That was just they're just calling back a bond. Yeah, no, he sold 50%, Mom. 50% of both, or 25%, but don't sell just a smidge. This is a peak, and it should be profits should be taken strongly. It's not just another day. So here everybody gets to hear advice that a son gives his mother, and not the other way around. Asana trying to run pre-market, says somebody. Yeah, no. You have 4-candle disease. You see 4 candles go up, and you're like, it's a run! It's a fucking run! No. Calm down. The thing blipped. It blipped. The flea jumped. The whole dog is moving. You might get some aftershocks in some of these oil stocks, and then the strongest, the leaders of them, may be very resilient even on the drop. But in time, prices will correct to reflect the drop in oil. And if oil spikes again, if we get over, let's go take a look at crude. We got 6 minutes to the open, by the way. If oil ends up moving way up, say 75% up this red candle, that's a sign of strength. And so at that point, you just get back in again, because it looks like it's going to break out, or you get in on the breakout. But don't be a fool falling for a liquidity trap. Take your profits. Don't FOMO. And don't be so greedy that you don't take your profits. I just described you. That's funny. Yeah, we are in a Lockheed Martin short. How's that doing this morning? Nope, still progressing upward. So there could be a long play there. No, the play on Amazon I just talked about, Saeed. If crowd breaks under 188, we will be filling the gap. That's for sure. A very nice support level made there, or maybe 187 is a little bit finer of a point on that one. Yeah, pigs don't get slaughtered. Not if they know how to sell before the axe comes around. Pigs don't get slaughtered. Not if they know how to run before the axe comes around. Concentration builds wealth. Diversification maintains that wealth. You've got nothing to worry about if you sell. All right, we got 4 minutes until the open. No thoughts on Tesla. We'll see what happens. I mean, everything's bearish, and Tesla's no exception.
Well, if you're sort of diversified, then you're not concentrated. So therefore, you're not building wealth. You're just maintaining it. Concentration builds wealth. Diversification maintains wealth. Max position size should be 25% of your portfolio in any concentrated position. But you can't do that unless you're a good trader, which means you have to know how to sell, take profits in the first 5 to 15 days of the run that you get in. Average time per trade is about 10 days, sometimes 15 days. And on rare occasion, you catch some kind of runner that can go a couple of months, but even then you're taking profits and you're getting back in on rebreaks. Your trades should be on average in swing trading about 10 days. 3 minutes until the market opens. If anybody out there on TikTok or wherever else would like to learn how to trade, just send me a private message and I'll give you a link to some classes. Send me a private message, a DM in TikTok, and I will send you a link. Just request a link, just ask me for the link, and I'll get you a link to learn how to trade, to some classes. If anybody would like to come and check out our trading group, just click the link in my profile. So you got to click my profile icon and then go over to my profile, leave the live, go over to my profile, and then click the link in my profile, and you can come right in right now and check out our trading group. All right, we've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds until the open. And yeah, we're watching Asana and CrowdStrike for 5 minute to 10 minute opening range breakouts or breakdowns, depending. We'll take whichever direction they go, either filling the gap or continuation on earnings results. Also, the uranium plays have completely faded. Not completely faded, but they've faded. And if they heat up, we'll get on them. And our solar plays are just holding steady. If oil continues to inch up and grind up like it is right now, likely on inflation, it's going to put some pressure on solar to rise as an alternative. Higher oil prices equal higher interest in alternative energy sources. Yeah, LNTH, that was one of the ones we already missed when it took off, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. So the day to get into LNTH was on earnings day at 39. It's now at 52. Yeah, definitely saw it. LGVN, somebody asks about. We've got 1 minute until they open. Denier, check your email. Email and click the authorization link. We've got 1 minute until the open. Mongo ER day 2 continuation play. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Thank you. Go China. You have Craig. Oh, that's the Chinese recycling company. China Recycling. Yeah. That doesn't look too good. No play there right now. I'll check out the fundamentals on that in just a moment. I can pull that up right now. Fundamentals on Craig. Not great. Pretty awful. Yeah, not too good. So maybe that'll change. All right, MDB, Mongo database. What did I say about LGVN? I mean, learn to read charts. That's what I have to say about it. Like, right? I mean, like this. Mom, which way is LGVN going? I can also bring in my 4-year-old. Does anybody know which way this chart's going here? LGVN. Josh, Cagle. Which way is LGVN going? What do you want to know? All right, here we go. Market is open. Let's get some trades on here. CrowdStrike falling at the open. Oh, now it's finding some support. It's being bought up. Oh, you got to wait. At least wait first 2 minutes to be put in. And then as far as these ER continuation type plays, it's a good idea to wait 5 to 10 minutes. and let it establish an opening range. We've got the Amazon potential dip buy trade, which could be coming up in the next 30 minutes. We've got ASAN and CrowdStrike ER continuation plays happening. And we'll figure out which side is they're gonna run. JKS is a weak stock in the solar sector. I would rather you choose DQ. That's the strongest. Somebody was asking about JKS. All right, Asana is breaking to the upside, and so is CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike has not broken the pre-market highs yet, which would be definitely an ultimate trigger. But that would be at 195 on CrowdStrike. Still, we don't have a 5-minute candle put in yet. It's only a minute and 30 seconds into trading. Now, Asana is pulling way back. So this is why we wait 5 minutes minimum before taking an opening range breakout as direction. Yeah, we're watching Tulsa Therapeutics, TLSA, not Tesla, Tulsa, TLSA. Amazon's dropping and dropping, so hopefully we'll get a dip buy on that in about 30 minutes. Let's see what happens. We just got to watch the 5-minute candles for a little bit of time here. Let these trades come to us. CrowdStrike second 2-minute candle has just started in the upper half of the first one, which is a sign of strength. CrowdStrike may be working towards continuation. The Qs and growth is dropping stronger today than industrials. So value is holding and growth is dropping, correcting. So that is probably why you can see Amazon dropping. Looking across all the sectors, it's a pretty broad decline except for energy, XLE energy on the rise. Okay, we're approaching minute 3, and Asana is breaking out of its 2-minute range almost. It's not quite there yet, but to the upside. So that Asana looks like it wants to fill the gap. And CrowdStrike wanting to fill the gap is breaking to the downside now. We're in the 3rd minute here, and it broke to the bottom of the 2-minute candle. And Asana, the opposite. They're both wanting to fill their gaps. Uranium popping, you guys. Uranium is happening. There is some pop going on in uranium. And I'm watching all 9 stocks right now in uranium. And I got word that ENSV just halted up. ENSV, I believe that's a oil stock, though. Can somebody correct me? ENSV. And it's just moving on. It's just an aftershock. UEC is one of the uranium plays that just broke out. UEC. URG is about to break out. $1.95 for 10 cents of risk. Go ahead and write these down. URG, $1.95 for 10 cents of risk. That would be the breakout on that one. So we already have some other ones we can go to in case this uranium sector heats up here. UROY, if it breaks 501 for 25 cents of risk. BHP, if it breaks 70.30. And Asana and CrowdStrike still sort of right in the middle of their range. And we're coming up on the 5-minute range on CrowdStrike and Asana. HDSN just hit plus 10%. Woohoo! All right. Are we a full on that position? Is that a full position? I think that's a 25% portfolio position, correct, Randy? Yes, there we go. All right. So from entry, RJ, not your position, but from entry, What percentage is it up? From your entry price to where it is now? About 9%. Okay. In a bear market, I want you to take 50% profits at 10%. Well, let me just double check the sector that's in. Yeah, pollution control. Yeah. So sending out that alert now. All right, Asana and CrowdStrike still hanging out inside their 5-minute range. So if we can get closer to a 10-minute range, that's going to be better. Unless we see a strong volume move. Then we can break out of that 10-minute window earlier now that we're past the 5-minute window. Okay, I'm showing 11.8% on HTSN. So we're definitely taking profits on that now. Take profit at 10%, hit. How much is full? Yes, 25% of portfolio. Okay, good. That alert has just been sent. Congratulations, everybody. 50% profits on 11% gains on 25% of your portfolio. Damn good. You can't ask for better in a bear market, but we do get it. For instance, the X trade, we got 26% on that. NTR, 33%, 36% on NTR. What was some of the other ones? STLD, we got 12%. We had another 20%, 25% are there somewhere. It was one of the oil trades. But yep, looking good. And if anybody is interested in joining our trading group, just click the link in the description in my profile, and you can come right on over. And we need to add on Zim. Let me take a look at that, make sure it's going up. All right, no, the CrowdStrike break, but not at 10 minutes. We're so close to 10 minutes and on lower volume, Chris. Hold on, slow down. Zim. No, Zim is moving down, so we don't add in down direction. Okay, we're coming up on the 10th minute here. And so we'll have a 10-minute opening range established. ENSV has opened for trading and is pulling back after opening higher. If it happens to rocket past 460, you can get in for 40 cents of risk. HGN is still going, then you guys can wait to take your profit. You more advanced traders can wait to take your profit. There goes CrowdStrike on increased volume. Break to the downside. That'd be puts or short. Short CrowdStrike, puts or short. It looks like we're going to grind down all day, and that is for $10 of risk. Stop at 192, 193. We're at 183. $10 of risk. So we're looking for $20 a gain, really $10 a gain for one-to-one momentum. It's a 67% chance. All right, so path of victory is what I was saying. If you're a more advanced trader, oh, hang on a second, ENSV almost breaking out. Nope, pulling way back. Boy, the rug pull on that, very scary. I think you probably should not trade ENSV. That's not going to be conducive to certain gains. That's going to be more conducive to probable loss. Stay away from that. All right, so CrowdStrike trigger is in with $10 of risk. So take your 1% divided by 10. CrowdStrike, CRWD, puts, short. 10-minute opening range breakdown happening. It's going to fill the gap. ASAN, on the other hand, is, what's the word? Toying with filling the gap also, but to the upside since it opened lower. Waiting for a decent drop on Amazon to get in there. Otherwise, we could take the 10-minute break to the upside. Where are you guys at on BAP, B-A-P? Anytime your position falls below 0% after entry, while it's still a starter, decrease if it goes and hits minus 1% or minus 2%, decrease to a micro trash. So that's you half it. You half your starter. DQ's way down. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not showing that on mine. The stop was 48.89. 48.89. Wire stopped out, says Chris. Wire stopped out. Yep, I see that. It just stopped out. Turned red. And the other one was DQ. But DQ hasn't stopped out yet, has it? Not that I see. All right, CrowdStrike still grinding at the bottom of the range, and the market itself going fairly sideways. Gold not moving an inch. Oil not really moving. Everything ranging. So far today, this morning's a ranging day. PCRX I have is down 0.7%, so that there's no change there. Is that correct? Incorrect? McDonald's short. Yep. McDonald's continues to be a good short. What's going on with snow? Snow inching down. And how about NVIDIA? How's NVIDIA holding up today? All right. Joseph Orico, your question is, what are your deciding factors of a day trade over a swing trade? It's all about the setup, man. There's day trade setups and there's swing trade setups. You have to know the setups. You have to know what patterns produce what results at what probability rates with what reward versus risk rates. You need to put it all together in a system. If you want to learn more about that, there should be a link in my bio. Let me see if I'm able to send this to you. I don't know if you can get this message. If you want to learn the setups. There you go. I'm not sure if that went out to you. Same thing with you guys on TikTok. If you want to learn more about setups and how to trade, how to day trade, how to swing trade, lots of different styles, all the different setups, patterns, indicators, moving averages, volume. ENSV is breaking out at 473 for 40 cents of risk. ENSV what looks to be pretty decent volumes. Probably going to follow through. ENSV. Anyway, you guys over on TikTok, yeah, you can just click the link in my profile in order to come and learn more. Thanks, man. Somebody said, great teacher. I'm guessing that's because you've taken my classes. But if you haven't, then yeah, send me a private message in here on TikTok or wherever you are, and I'll get you the link to my classes. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, TikTok, Zoom, Discord. All right, everybody, that's going to be the end of our public stream, the public portion of our stream. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you click the link in the description or in my profile in order to continue with members. Right now, it's free to come click, and you'll come on over to our trading group, and you can join us and continue live with all the other members right now for free. All right, thank you very much, and hope to see you soon. We're going to start scouring for good breakout swings. Get on top of